This program is paid for by Crozier and Henderson Productions.
Hi, I'm Natalie Woods. Welcome to Hot on Home, San Antonio's #1 new home lifestyle show. Let's find your new home. Now that you've decided to purchase a new home, how do you select your builder? This is the person who will build the home where you raise your family, share dinners, discuss hopes and dreams, victories, maybe even a couple of heartbreaks. The home where you'll spend holidays, graduations, first steps, and first dates. We'll discuss a few things to consider right after these exciting new communities.
Wasser Ranch in New Braunfels is just a beautiful community. It's really tucked away from the highway enough to where you get the peace and quiet but easy access to commute. It's right across the street from Oak Creek Elementary, and it has a stocked fishing pond that's 1.5 acres in size, and so it's just a beautiful setting.
When I first walked into the Chesmar home, immediately I was amazed at the high ceilings. Even though it was a one-story, it had beautiful high ceilings. It looked a lot larger than it was. The home architecture design was absolutely beautiful.
I was very impressed with the Chesmar building style. It was great, obviously going inside the house and seeing the high ceilings and the open floor plans.
Chesmar Homes has the ability to build you a semi-custom home at production home prices. At Chesmar Homes, when you walk into a model, what you see around you is pretty much what you get. You get 6-inch base throughout the home. Standard, you get granite countertops throughout the kitchen, marble countertops in all of your bathrooms. Chesmar Homes offers a lot of standards that other builders would consider upgrades.
One of the different things about Chesmar is myself and Drew, the builder, work together as a team. And when it comes to our clients or our customers, we feel it's important to communicate with them weekly. So the great thing is you have access to both of us. When you build with Chesmar, you get to hear from both of us as to the progress of your home, and we really work together and collaborate as a team to make your experience better.
I even have a bracelet that has the coordinates of my home. That's how much I love this Chesmar home. It's the nicest home we've ever had.
If you like the outdoors or have children, Rhine Valley is a wonderful community for you. Rhine Valley is located in northeast San Antonio, just minutes from Randolph Air Force Base. Very close to IH-10, Loop 1604, lots of shopping. We are also located in the Schertz, Cibolo, Universal City Independent School District with an elementary school and junior high just walking distance from the community. We have an open pavilion, soccer fields, walking trails, and a basketball court. It's got a little something for everyone. We offer 2 lot sizes in Rhine Valley, 50-foot by 120 and 60-foot by 120. Several of our oversized lots can even fit a 3-car garage. In Rhine Valley, we have 2 series of homes that we offer, our Patriot series and our Statesman series. We offer 11 different floor plans for you and your family to choose just the right one.
I really like the Crockett floor plan because it's very open. You can have big family gatherings and everybody will be involved in the conversation because you have the open kitchen with the breakfast area, the living area. With the Hamilton floor plan, you could have 3 bedrooms with 3 full bedrooms, one of them being a second master. Well, when you're buying a Liberty Home Builder's home, you get a very good value for your money in a house that you will love.
So I remember when I came home, you greeted me at the front door and told me you were so excited because you had been watching Hot on Homes and had seen this neighborhood, and it looked like a resort with tennis courts and a clubhouse and a swimming pool, and we just had to drive up here and check it out because it was just so amazing. to see on TV this neighborhood. So we
Yeah,
did.
absolutely. Yeah, I thought it would be a great place to go vacation, but it was actually a neighborhood. It was fantastic. It was something new to the area that we had not seen. We had been looking around, but just a different feel altogether with the family friendliness of the neighborhoods, the community togetherness, all of the events going on. It's just a fantastic place to see on TV, and it was local, so I couldn't believe that. I wanted to take a look at it and see what was going on, see what it was like. We're the Sawyer family, and we found our home on Hot on Homes.
Life in Boerne, Texas is the greatest. It's got a small town charm that is unique. One thing that is really special about Boerne, the school system is A-rated, the best one in the San Antonio area. Chesmar Homes in Regent Park has a unique neighborhood. We have some great green spaces interspersed throughout the neighborhood, and with very low taxes, we expect it to stay that way. Another highlight of Regent Park is its easy access to Interstate 10. When you're at our entrance, you're literally 1 minute from being on the freeway. You've got to come see it. Our model here in Regent Park is the Linstead. It lives like a one-story, but it gives you the benefit of having a little extra space upstairs. It's very open. It's very popular. People really like it.
Chesmar has wonderful one-story floor plans. The open floor plan where the kitchen's open to the living room and the dining room, which is excellent for entertaining, and most people desire.
We definitely got the full package. We got our home at the perfect price. We live in the most beautiful area in Boerne. We live in a wonderful location in Regent Park, and everything is just quality. It's just top-notch here.
I'm coming from California. I love the outdoors, and I just really was attracted by the hill country and the beauty, and it's a place where I can cycle, hike, and just enjoy the view, and having access to the city, but also being right there on the edge of the hill country.
Chesmar Homes at Regent Park. We've got something really special. You need to come see us. What are you waiting for?
Coming up, we've got more hot new homes.
So John, when it comes to first-time home buyers, what are you noticing they're looking for when it comes to technology in a home?
Voice control is the trend. It is what everybody is looking for. People want to be able to have things on command as they ask them, and almost like a personal assistant when they walk in their home. And really just the home in general is now really becoming a smart oasis. I can communicate with anything, anywhere, anytime without me actually having to go over and turn it on.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of our new clients are gravitating towards new construction, because of where technology is going.
Absolutely. Everything's plug and play with a new home. With an older home, you've got to literally tear out walls.
That gets expensive.
Very expensive. In fact, I had a client the other day that was replacing a doorbell. It was a $200 doorbell, and he ran into nearly a $1,500 cost because of all of the wiring and tearing out the sheetrock. And so when you go to a new build, you can literally just open up a faceplate on a wall, plug in the device, and then download the app on your phone, and you're ready to go.
Looking to transform your outdoor living space? The Acme Brick Showroom is more than just a wide selection of quality brick. It's a one-stop shop for your dream backyard. Our showroom features countless products for outdoor living life. From fire pits to full outdoor kitchens, the Acme Brick Showroom is your destination to take your home project from concept to completion. Visit with one of our experts today and let us help you realize the full potential of your home. Go to brick.com to find a showroom near you.
CCA is a very unique program. The students can study either construction management, architect, engineering, carpentry, HVAC, and electrical, or plumbing with welding. And by the time they're in their senior year, they complete an actual tiny home.
Having the opportunity to grab these tools and be able to work with them, learn how to use them, and all of these students are learning how to do this, it builds us up.
I've actually had 2 internships for TD Industries. As long as you show you want to be there, they'll offer you a job right once you're out of high school.
Our students are going into the community now working, and we're infiltrating the construction community, so it's fantastic.
The only place to find hundreds of local new homes at huge discounts is HotOnHomes.com. Just click the Available Homes tab and use our easy-to-search map. It's updated by top local builders every day. Search for new homes, offering millions in discounts and incentives. And every home is ready to move in today. The home of your dreams is already built and waiting for you. Go to hotonhomes.com and find it today.
Hidden Trails offers the charm of hill country living with easy access to San Antonio. Residents will enjoy resort-style amenities and relaxing in acres of open space. Scott Felder Homes is offering award-winning designs in Hidden Trails from the low 300s with custom features showcased throughout. With great location, ample amenities, and easy access to countless outdoor pursuits, you will love Scott Felder Homes in Hidden Trails.
The journey to your new home begins with Great Point Homes. Quality craftsmanship, exceptional floor plans, flexible design choices, and a superior customer experience are the four cornerstones of Great Point Homes. They are the foundation upon which our company is built. Each one of these cornerstones gives our customers peace of mind that they are getting a thoughtful, well-constructed home suited to their needs by a team whose passion is creating spaces where families will live, grow, and love. As part of the Gehan Homes family, Great Point Homes is backed by over 25 years of home building experience. We offer the same quality and craftsmanship you'll find in a Gehan home at a more affordable price. Through the years, over 20,000 families have trusted us to build the place they call home. By constructing more energy-efficient floor plans and building on a smaller footprint, we're able to offer home buyers an economical opportunity to own a well-built, energy-smart home and enjoy the benefits of home ownership. Whenever you're considering a new home, you want a place where location and city convenience meet. And that's why we build in some of the best and most convenient communities in the area. Good schools, shopping, and dining are all minutes from your front door. At Great Point Homes, we believe joy is in the journey, and the best journeys bring you home. Welcome home.
Selecting your builder is such an important decision. You want someone who will build you a safe, secure home that meets your expectations. You'd like a trustworthy builder who honors their commitment and lives up to the agreement you've made with them regarding the home and the price. This all sounds like common sense, but it's not always the case. Before building your home, ask the builder to recommend some homeowners that will speak to you candidly about their home buying experience. Okay, now it's time to look at a few more exciting new communities.
Everybody loves it out here. They come in, they love our homes because they've been to other models in the neighborhood and then they come in ours. And
that's true.
It's a whole different
It's a whole different experience, I think. Not even just the home itself, but the experience that they receive when they walk through that door. That's right. They can tell. Like, I don't technically even work for the company. I just enjoy being with you. I enjoy the product. I enjoy the company, the family. They do wonder why I refer to him sometimes as babe. So we always have to throw out that we're married for 25 years. That's what makes us different, I feel like.
It's definitely a family.
So one of the unique things about Chesmar is that we have our on-site design center. You get to pick all your selections. It's not a package deal. It's not a, if you have this countertop, then you're gonna have this cabinet, you're gonna have that backsplash. Each customer gets to individually pick out their color grout that they want with their tile, or the espresso cabinet that might be offered, and they get to choose all those features.
You get to fully personalize, and we have so much fun doing it.
We do.
So what I love about Wortham Oaks now with Chesmar Homes is we have 2 product lines out here. We now have Texas-sized showers in the master bathrooms. Big walk-in showers.
That are included.
That are included, they're part of it. And then not only that, but like in the kitchens, we've improved them greatly. Now we have a beautiful 5-burner range with a vent hood above, and then now the microwave is built into the cabinetry. It's just gorgeous.
We have the best neighbors.
Yes.
When you have a nice salesperson, like one of the sweetest salesperson, it inevitably, well, 25 years.
Coming up, we've got more hot new communities.
Located at the start of the hill country, Cima is destined to be the premier master plan community in Central Texas. Cima will offer acres of open space and miles of trails. Scott Felder Homes is offering new home designs priced from the low 300s in Cima. 14-time Home Builder of the Year, Scott Felder Homes continues to be the area leader in building the right home for you. Visit Scott Felder Homes at Cima today.
Have you ever gone to one of those real estate websites and tried to find new homes? Good luck. Most of them only list pre-owned homes, and there's no telling what you may be getting with one of those. If you're not into remodeling or living in someone else's dream home, visit hotonhomes.com. You'll find the biggest library of local new home community videos, and you'll discover millions of dollars in special pricing and discounts. Have you ever heard of a special promotion on a used home? Visit hotonhomes.com today and see what you've been missing.
Hot on Homes has created the Home Shopper Club. Join nearly 50,000 other club members. Search by price, location, video, or discounts. Are you in the club?
Once you've found that perfect community, it's time to find the perfect floor plan. Plans can seem confusing, but don't worry. A floor plan is more about how you live than about walls and windows. If you have a large family, you may want a different home than if you're empty nesters. To get started, ask yourself this. Do I want a 1-story or a 2? Do I need a home office? How close do I want the master bedroom to the kids' rooms? Our builders have a perfect plan for your lifestyle. What about how your home looks from the street? A term you're sure to hear is elevation. It doesn't mean how high the ceilings are. It's an architectural term for the design of the front of your new home. The opportunity to choose the perfect floor plan and an awesome elevation are just 2 of the great reasons to buy a brand new home. Learn more about the new home buying process at hotonhomes.com. Log in to download our free special edition magazine full of tips on finding your perfect new home.
Chesmar Homes' philosophy of what you see is what you get is changing the way people shop for new homes. Their elegant model homes are comprised almost completely of the options that come standard in most of their plans. Forget about upgrade surprises and sticker shock. With a quick visit to a Chesmar model home, you can see the bottom line cost for your dream home with no surprises. Chesmar makes it easy. Visit them today at chesmar.com to find a family-friendly community near you and see how they're setting a higher standard.
When we saw the house, it was like, it has all we were looking for. Natural lights, and the ceilings are a little bit taller than the other ones. The master bedroom was really nice. I think that and the kitchen, I was in love with the house.
Hidden Bluffs at Texas Research Park is a hidden little gem out here on the west side of town. You have some rolling hills, lots of oak trees. There's nature parks going around the whole Texas Research Park facility. You have a nice little nestled community niche with just 64 lots. We're located off of Petrenko Road and Highway 211. It's very close to Castroville, within 5 minutes of SeaWorld. Our current model home is the Ranger. It is part of our Texas Series plan. It has a 9-foot plate, well amenitized with stainless steel appliances. We have gas as an option in this community. These lots are also a little bit oversized. These are 50 by 120 lots.
You know, when we first started the process, we were looking around, didn't know what we wanted, and didn't figure out that this home is what we wanted until we walked into the model. My wife fell in love with it, couldn't stop talking about it, and at that moment we decided that we're going to sell our old home and we were going to purchase with Horizon View. I would definitely recommend Horizon View to any of my friends or family. I wish I could convince my sister to buy a home on the street that we're on. The customer service has been great, extremely informative, answered all our questions, and has just made it very stress-free.
Mesa is the exclusive gated section in Turning Stone, and it is also one of the only gated communities in the area. What we have here is world-class amenities. You're going to have a big park with a nice, large, oversized pool, basketball, volleyball, and open areas for them to picnic. The Schertz Cibolo ISD is a phenomenal school district. Well, you have over 15 different floor plans that we're offering here in Mesa at Turning Stone. In 2 different series, actually. We have a 2-car garage series and a 3-car garage series that you can have. One of my 2 models here in Mesa at Turning Stone is the Jordan. It is in our 2.0 series and it's very open. You have a large, oversized kitchen.
With Chesmar Homes, when you come out and visit them, what you see is what you get. They don't do sales gimmicks and tactics to lead people in to make them believe that they can get a home for a lesser price. These homes generally come as you see them.
Chesmar has an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau. You know, it's one thing to sell a home, but it's also another thing to maintain that relationship, to be there if something breaks and to fix it. And Chesmar just gives people first-class quality service.
The team here has just been fantastic. They've been knowledgeable, and one of the things I gauge any business dealing I have is with the character of the individuals, and they were people of their word. Exactly what they said they were going to do, they did it. They did it ahead of time, and they did it before schedule.
I encourage you to come out and visit us here in Mesa, the exclusive gated section of Turning Stone, and experience for yourself why Chesmar is setting a higher standard.
Coming up, we've got more hot new homes.
Award-winning designs by Scott Felder Homes are now available in The Grove at Vintage Oaks in New Braunfels. The Grove at Vintage Oaks offers outstanding resort-style amenities, including a fitness centre, lazy river, pool and pavilion. You can choose from new home designs priced from the mid-300s. A desirable location and high-quality construction are what you'll find with Scott Felder Homes. Visit The Grove at Vintage Oaks in New Braunfels today.
Joining the Home Shopper Club is fast and free. Are you in the club?
I'm Deidre Woodard, and welcome to Homeschool, where we answer viewer questions about all aspects of the home buying process. Darlene asked, every now and then I see the term REO. What does that mean? Thanks, Darlene. REO is a term that means real estate owned and is used to describe property that is owned by a lender, such as a bank, a government loan insurer, or a government agency that was not sold at an auction. REO properties were once owned by individuals who stopped making mortgage payments, and the property went into foreclosure and was repossessed by the lender. Lenders then hold auctions for these properties to recover their investment. If the property isn't purchased at one of these auctions, it becomes an REO property. If you have a question you'd like answered on Homeschool, send us a message on Facebook or Twitter. I'm Deidre Woodard, class dismissed.
Chesmar Homes' philosophy of what you see is what you get is changing the way people shop for new homes. Their elegant model homes are comprised almost completely of the options that come standard in most of their plans. Forget about upgrade surprises and sticker shock. With a quick visit to a Chesmar model home, you can see the bottom line cost for your dream home with no surprises. Chesmar makes it easy. Visit them today at chesmar.com to find a family-friendly community near you and see how they're setting a higher standard.
Hot On knows finding the perfect home can be tough. You'll be making decisions on everything from the tile size to the color of the walls. Well, Hot On Homes is here to make it easy. We break down the steps and give you the tools to help you find your new home. Join the Home Shopper Club today with the largest collection of new home videos and once-in-a-lifetime new home deals. Finding a home has never been easier. You never search alone when you search with Hot On Homes.
The only place to find hundreds of local new homes at huge discounts is hotonhomes.com. Just click the Available Homes tab and use our easy-to-search map. It's updated by top local builders every day. Search for new homes, offering millions in discounts and incentives. And every home is ready to move in today. The home of your dreams is already built and waiting for you. Go to hotonhomes.com and find it today.
Historic and as unique as its name, Boerne, Texas is a town situated somewhere between hill country charm and city convenience. Take a stroll down the Hill Country Mile and discover a world of specialty shops, trendy boutiques and art galleries, or explore the cypress-lined Riverwalk along Cibolo Creek. It's all right here and waiting for you. Nestled within this pleasant enclave are 3 Gehan neighborhoods, each offering homes designed for your life. Champion Heights is one of Boerne's most peaceful communities, and it highlights Gehan's classic and premier series of flexible floor plans. These homes rest on 80-foot lots and allow residents the luxury of extra space and larger backyards. At Regent Park, Gehan showcases its signature series, highlighting luxury home floor plans starting at 3,000 square feet and offering well-appointed elegance, grand staircases, and oversized entertainment spaces. Finally, the Villas at Napa Oaks is a scenic, gated community that features fresh and exciting contemporary home designs. It's the perfect neighborhood for those looking to send their children to the highly rated Boerne schools, with the added advantage of a quicker commute to San Antonio. At Gehan Homes, your new home is our passion, and it is our promise to provide you award-winning customer service while we build you a beautiful home designed to fit your modern lifestyle. Visit any of Gehan's 3 home communities in Boerne and uncover a vibrant small town that is as unique as you are.
You know, the great thing about Santa Maria here at Alamo Ranch is you are in the middle of everything. You are now the highly coveted northwest side of town. You're in Alamo Ranch, which happens to be the 7th most desired master plan community in the United States. What's inside of Alamo and what's going around it? You have a brand new movie theater / bowling alley / bar that has just opened up. And I think the one thing that everybody has been waiting for is that's finally here is the brand new H-E-B grocery store. So not only do you have a beautiful home to entertain people, but you have a community that you're going to be very proud of here.
Every time that I walk into a Chesmar home, you have a wow factor the minute you walk in the door.
All of the things that you were going to come in and add, we just started there. It's South Texas. It gets warm here in the summer, so having the oversized covered patio is a must, and it's something that we include on the home. And I know for you guys that was kind of a big deal because of the whole outdoor living that you guys want to put together.
The outdoor living is an important part of buying a home for us. We're planning on an outdoor kitchen.
Add a few extra steaks on there because I'm coming.
Yeah,
because you're right across the street from my office, so I'll know when you barbecue and I'm coming over.
Okay.
One of the things that I really love about the design phase is connecting with your client and helping them achieve their goal. We're going to let you roam the design center and have a great time, and it all comes together just the way you hoped it would.
And unless you have the right floor plan, none of it really matters. And that's what you have here. The open floor plans to entertain, to have those family events, and yet at the end of the night, you've got rooms in this corner, and this corner, and this corner, and everybody gets to retreat to their own privacy of the home. And that, to me, is really what makes Chesmar very, very special in this market.
When it's time to pick a home builder, the internet is a great but not always reliable way to learn about that company. Search for any builder and you'll see comments regarding them from previous home buyers. If there are any that trouble you, go to that builder before you commit and ask them to explain the confusing or derogatory post. You'll have all the information you need to make your decision. Most of the builders you see on Hot On have worked with us for years, so if you have any questions about any of them, feel free to send me an email. Well, that's it for this week. Happy home hunting.
Hot on Homes is brought to you by Acme Brick, the best thing to have around your house. This program was paid for by Crozier & Henderson Productions.